Did you know that a regular-looking quarter from 1982 with a tiny D mint mark can be worth more than $4,000? That's right. The 1982 D Washington quarter might look like any other 25-cent coin you find in your change, but under the right conditions, it can be extremely valuable. Most people don't know this, and they might have a rare coin lying around at home. Today, I'll tell you the full story about this coin, its history, what makes it special, what errors to look for, and how some people have sold these coins for big money. Let's start with some background. The Washington quarter was first made in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. The coin shows his face on the front and an eagle on the back. Over the years, the U.S. Mint made billions of these quarters, and they are still used today. At first, quarters were made of silver, but by the 1960s, silver got too expensive, so they started using a mix of copper and nickel. This new metal is called clad. So if you have a quarter from 1982, it's not silver, it's a copper-nickel coin. In 1982, something unusual happened. The U.S. Mint did not release the usual mint sets that coin collectors normally buy. These mint sets are clean, shiny coins packed straight from the mint without being used by anyone. But in 1982, the mint didn't offer them. That meant a lot of the 1982 coins ended up in circulation, used in stores, passed from person to person, and collecting scratches, dents, and dirt. So today, finding a 1982 quarter in perfect condition is actually very rare. That's one reason why high-quality ones are worth more money. The D on the coin stands for Denver, which is one of the places where U.S. coins are made. The 1982 D quarter was made at the Denver Mint. In total, they made over 480 million of them, so the coin itself is not rare. What makes it rare is how well it's been kept. If the coin has been used, it's only worth 25 cents. But if the coin looks brand new, with no scratches or signs of use, it might be worth much more, even hundreds or thousands of dollars. Coin collectors grade coins using a scale. This scale runs from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin graded MS65 means mint state 65, which is very clean and sharp. The higher the number, the better the coin looks. A 1982 D quarter graded MS65 might sell for around $20. A coin graded MS67 can go for hundreds. And a coin graded MS68 almost perfect could be worth $4,000 or more. In fact, one 1982 D quarter in MS68 condition sold for $4,320 at auction. That's amazing for a coin that started off as just 25 cents. But condition isn't the only thing that makes a coin valuable. Some coins have mint errors, mistakes made when the coin was being made. These errors are fun to look for and can make a coin more valuable. One type of error is called a double die. This means the design was stamped twice by mistake, so some of the letters or numbers look doubled. For example, the word quarter on the back might look like it has a shadow or extra lines. If this happens, and the rest of the coin is in good shape, it can be worth a lot more. Another type of error is called an off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't lined up right when it's stamped. Part of the design might be missing, or there might be a blank area on the coin. The more off-center it is, the more valuable it can be, especially if the date is still visible. There are also errors called broad strikes, where the coin was pressed without the usual rim, making it wider and flatter than normal. And then there are clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin is missing because the blank was cut wrong. Other rare errors include strike-throughs, where something like a piece of cloth or wire gets between the die and the coin when it's stamped, leaving an odd mark or shape on the coin. Some coins have problems with their mint mark, like the D being filled in, off-center, or missing. These small mistakes can make a coin more interesting to collectors. Now, just because a coin has an error doesn't always mean it's worth a fortune. The error has to be clear and the coin has to be in good shape. A small error on a scratched or dirty coin might not be worth much. But a big, obvious error on a clean, shiny coin? That's when the value goes up. If you find a 1982 D quarter and want to know if it's valuable, here's what you should do. First, look at the coin carefully. Use a magnifying glass or take a clear photo with your phone and zoom in. Check the edges, the letters, the date, and the mint mark. See if there's any doubling, missing parts, or anything strange. Then compare it to pictures of known error coins online. If it looks like one of them, it might be worth something. Next, look at the condition. Is the coin shiny and clean? Are all the details easy to see? Does it look like it just came from the mint? If yes, then it could be a high-grade coin. But remember, just thinking a coin is rare doesn't make it valuable. It helps to have the coin graded by a professional company like PCGS or NGC. These companies will check the coin, give it an official grade, and seal it in a plastic case. Once it's graded, you can sell it with more confidence and buyers will trust that it's the real deal. Grading costs money, though maybe $20 to $50 per coin. So don't send in just any coin. Make sure it looks special first. You can also show it to a local coin dealer or post photos in a coin collecting group online to get opinions. Some people see coins listed on eBay or other websites for thousands of dollars and think they've hit the jackpot. But just because a coin is listed for $5,000 doesn't mean someone will buy it. You should always look at what coins actually sold for. That tells you the real market value. A coin is only worth what someone else is willing to pay. The truth is, most 1982 D quarters are only worth 25 cents. But if you have one in perfect condition, or one with a rare error, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's what makes coin hunting so exciting. You never know what treasure you might find in your pocket change. So next time you get change at the store, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a look at those quarters, especially if they say 1982 and have a D mint mark. You might be holding something worth way more than a quarter. Keep an eye out for clean surfaces, sharp details, and any unusual marks or features. You never know when you might find one of these rare gems. Coin collecting is a fun hobby, and it doesn't cost much to get started. All you need is some curiosity, a good eye, and maybe a magnifying glass. Even if you don't find a $4,000 quarter, you'll learn a lot and have fun along the way. And who knows, maybe you'll find something even rarer. Thanks for listening to the story of the 1982 D Washington quarter. It may look like an ordinary coin, but sometimes, ordinary things have extraordinary value. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to share it with your friends or check your own coins. You might just discover that treasure is closer than you think.